Hey there, how's it going? It's the Slow Fox. So, I wanted to make a video about some stuff that's just been crossing my mind lately. Um, Maybe a little bit random, but whatever. So, I wanted to talk a little bit about stuff relating to appearance and maybe more specifically clothes in a way. So, what I've got on right now has lately been probably my favorite outfit, and it makes me feel good, so I wanted to share it, talk about it, see what you think. So, I feel really good about myself, about my gender presentation when I'm wearing something kind of like this. I always like to wear my surf t-shirts, and I have this flannel with the hood that I really like because it reminds me of what I wore and what was in fashion when I was little, which is kind of fun. So yeah, I like this surfer kind of style, and I have my new corduroy jacket. So I really like this because it makes me feel kind of like square-shouldered and kind of just like significant, like in a physical way. And I just like the style of it. And I got my new Giants hat, which I broke down and got around the time of the World Series. And I used to think that this style of hat with the flat brim looked very silly, but I got sucked into it, and I kind of like it now. So this is what I like to wear. It makes me feel good. And I have a funny story relating to this a little bit. So, this last weekend, my mom was visiting for Christmas, and we went out to lunch at this kind of fancy-ish, not really fancy, but fancy for lunch place. And I was wearing something pretty much like this, except without my hat. And, I feel like this is a pretty masculine outfit, and I would definitely expect to get called a guy or a boy wearing this. So we were walking into the restaurant, the hostess was seating us, and she was talking to me, like asking me questions like, oh, how's your day going? What are you up to? That kind of thing. And then when she seated us, she was like, okay, enjoy your lunch, ladies. And I was like, what? I didn't expect that. It was kind of funny. Like, it's almost like more remarkable when that happens to me than when I get called man or sir or something, which is funny. But I just found that surprising. I don't know. I almost wondered if she was a lesbian or something because she was like talking to me, which most people don't do. Anyways, and then the waiter called us ladies. But then the guy who brought the food called me gentleman. And when I used the bathroom at this place, I went in the men's room because that, in certain situations at certain places, that feels less stressful for me these days. So that was just kind of funny. I just thought I'd share that. So, also relating to clothes, I was thinking, or remembering, how I have this kind of fascination with masculine clothes, which probably, I don't know, maybe some of you do. Do you? And I remember when I moved in with my girlfriend, who's now my wife, when I moved in for the first time, she was living with a trans guy, actually, who was her friend and had been her boyfriend years previous. So I remember when I was thinking about moving in there, and I was looking in his room to see what it was like, just checking it out before committing to move in. And his closet was open, and I remember looking in his closet and all the clothes, and it was just very masculine, like blues and browns and just like button-down shirts and some khaki pants on hangers and his masculine shoes down on the floor. I don't know, it just stayed in my mind. I was just it just held a fascination for me, or I just liked it. And I think I guess I could say that I'm satisfied that these days, now that I've pretty much gotten rid of like every last bit of my women's clothing gradually over the last few years, and I have a lot more like nice clothes since I've been teaching for a couple of years, my closet kind of looks like that, which I think is fun. I can give you a little peek, might as well. My flag, I like my flag. And, ooh, this is pretty exciting for you guys. You get to see into somebody's closet. It's like you're spying or something. Yeah. Look at those masculine colors. My button-down shirts, which take up more room than my t-shirts for the first time ever. That's what happens when you're professional. So, anyways. And then a last comment that I have relating to these issues has to do more specifically with issues relating to like transgender and transition. So, you know, I've been thinking, like I said in my last video, I've been thinking again about stuff relating to transition and like what would make me happy, however you would define that, I don't know. And so I was thinking about pictures of myself that I particularly like, because I was like, maybe that means something. If I like a particular picture, if that represents a certain image or identity for me. So there are a couple pictures that I really like. Like there's this one, I would show it to you, but my wife is in it, and I don't know how she would feel about that. But anyway, so we're at Yosemite. I'm standing next to her, like with my arm around her, and I'm wearing kind of a thick sweatshirt flannel combination, not terribly unlike this. And like, I don't have a very big chest, thankfully, so if I'm wearing something at all substantial like this, it tends to look pretty flat. So in this picture, my chest looks very flat, and I look very masculine because I've like got my hand in my pocket and like, you know, kind of rather a stiff pose, but I kind of like how that looks. So I was thinking, that's interesting, because like I could stare at that picture for a very long time, and I just really like it much more than like regular like other pictures of myself. And then there's another one, same deal, where I'm on the beach in the winter wearing a sweatshirt jacket combo. I guess that seems to be the pattern. And like it looks totally flat, even though the sun is right on me, just because of the way it was sitting or whatever, it's totally flat. And my shoulders look kind of substantial, and I really like it. I mean, my mom has it on her wall at her house, actually, which is interesting. And so when I was staying there recently, I just kept looking at it, and I just liked it. I don't know, that's all I can say. I just really like it. So, yeah, that gets me into thoughts like, does that mean that I would feel better if I had top surgery or if I transitioned? Would I feel that really good, satisfied feeling about myself all the time if I were to transition or get top surgery or some combination of that? So, I don't know, just been wondering about that, tossing it around in my mind. So, that's all I gotta say on this subject for now. Thank you for watching. Bye.